Ready to run now for trial 2. Field of 5. They're set. There's the light. They're off and pacing. Bet on the Bay goes into a wild run soon after the start. Going forward, Oyster Stride. It's going to go clear and take it up. So Oyster Stride shows the way. Moving into second spot, Subtle Delight. Bet on the Bay. He's still in a wild break there on the inside. Mr. Bosley is about to pass Bet on the Bay and readily goes back to the tail. Now the lead time, 12 seconds. Down the back straight on the first occasion. Oyster Stride has raced out with a lead of, say, 15 metres. In second spot, Subtle Delight. Mr. Bosley third, then Readily. And Bet on the Bay has gone back to the tail, and there might be an issue there with Bet on the Bay. 1,200 metres left to run in the first quarter of the last mile in 30.3. And leading the way, it's Oyster Stride. Oyster Stride shows out by a margin of 7 metres. Subtle Delight is without cover. Mr. Bosley goes to third. He's on the inside, 8 metres away in the field Readily, and being picked up by the clerk of the course there was Bet on the Bay. They come into the home straight. They get the judge and the bell. They have one circuit left to run. Oyster Stride leads the way, and the margin is 4 metres. Without a cover is Subtle Delight. Leaders back third. Mr. Bosley Readily is fourth and last. They work past the judge and the bell. The second quarter, 31.1. The half, 61.4. Into the back straight for the final time. And the leader is Oyster Stride. Oyster Stride clear 4 metres. Subtle Delight without cover. Mr. Bosley, leaders back third. Readily is still fourth and last. Down the back straight, Oyster Stride leads the way, and the margin is now 5 metres. Trying hard on the outside, Subtle Delight. Mr. Bosley third. The sprint goes on. Readily is back at the tail. They work towards the 400-metre marker. Back straight quarter in 28.2. Oyster Stride leads it. Subtle Delight won't go away on the outside. He's only a neck away. Mr. Bosley third, then Readily. They're at the point of the turn. Leading the way on the inside, Oyster Stride. Subtle Delight is going to it on the outside. It's Oyster Stride and Subtle Delight. Oyster Stride the inside. Subtle Delight the outside. Nothing between them. Oyster Stride and Subtle Delight. Subtle Delight poking the nose in front, and Subtle Delight will take it. Subtle Delight from Oyster Stride, Mr. Bosley, Readily, and being pulled out of the trial was Bet on the Bay. Last quarter, 29.6, 158.6 the mile. 12 seconds the lead time. 30.3, 31.1, 28.2, and 29.6. 211.2, 158.6. 211.2, 158.6. 12 seconds the lead time. 30.3, 31.1, 28.2, and 29.6. Winning margin was ahead in favour of Subtle Delight from Oyster Stride. 211.2, 158.6.